Hello everyone and welcome to another React video. My name is Draven and today we are diving back into Lorna Shore, more specifically their song Unbreakable, which is the second track from their upcoming album entitled I Feel the Ever Black Festering Within Me, which is a badass title for an album, but probably a bitch to fit on a t-shirt. But that's going to be Lorna Shore's marketing team's problem. My problem today is checking out some awesome new music. So, with that being said,
Shut up, Draven.
let's go. All right, this just kind of started. I feel like this is bleeding in from whatever the previous song on the album is going to be. Hell yeah. Oh. This is a different video type. Ooh. Okay, so we're about a minute in. This is usually where we like to pause and give initial thoughts. So I have a few. First off, this song just like starts. Like it feels like I said before, it's probably a bleed in from the previous song, which is great. It's just a little bit different than what we're used to at Lorna Shore, which is usually like a good minute a half
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
minute and a half of like a slow build with some strings and really like orchestral kind of sound. This one had more of like a kind of a, I don't want to say techno vibe, but it had some kind of instrumental kind of synth kind of thing going on, and then it just jumps right into the song. This is completely different. This view that we have right here, a concert setting for a video. Usually they're up in the mountains somewhere or just in a dark room with like one hanging light bulb kind of thing, like just a real ominous kind of or super impressive kind of setting. The last thing that I picked up on this quick minute is right before I paused when they say Unbreakable. It almost seems like it's going to be like a very chanty, like hey hey kind of song, which I think is amazing. Those are my favorite kind of songs, especially when you're in the crowd for something like that and you get to participate and be part of the song. I think that is the best. So I'm super excited and we're going to replay this. And hopefully I'm right. Hopefully we get a really good and it seems a little bit more radio friendly as far as a Lorna Shore song can go. We've heard what they do normally. It's not going to be on every single radio station, but this one seems like it could probably lend itself to a few more than what it normally does. So let's check that out again. I only heard it once and I'm already caught on. be really cool live when the crowd picks up on it and they all chant instead. I really like that with a song with lyrics that say "We are unbreakable," that they are surrounded by people. If they were doing their typical videos with them like just in a dark room or like lightning going off, like the Pain Remains kind of thing, when it would cut to them, it wouldn't have that same kind of feel. But because there's that presence of a bunch of people around them and then saying "We are unbreakable," it just makes it that much more impactful. So that's very cool. Let's do that again. Sorry to cut it again, but listen to the drums and then look at what Austin is doing. It just sounds like a machine gun is going off. And he's just like, it's nothing. I say this every time I watch a Lorna Shore video, and it's just how insane it is to me, how little it seems Austin is doing, but how much he's actually doing. It's amazing. He just, meanwhile, his feet are kicking like a duck underwater. Amazing. Yes, dude. Amazing. There's a lot to be said about what Will does in Lorna Shore. Obviously, he makes sounds that very few humans can make, but I want to highlight the band here because they are just always on point. The solos are always fantastic. I was talking about Austin earlier, how he is playing the most impossible stuff. At least to me, I have no musical knowledge at all, but it sounds just so chaotic and it sounds like there's 8 million moving parts, but he's just, I say it every time, like he's just planning out his day, thinking what he wants to make for dinner. Like, it just seems like he's just checked out, but he's doing so much and it's amazing. So I just wanted to make sure that the band gets their flowers as well, because usually the conversation is always about Will and the crazy noises that he makes, rightfully so. But I just want to make sure everyone gets their flowers here. So let's keep going. There it is. I was waiting for that Lorna Shore sound. Sorry, I was talking over the tire screech he just made with his face. Let's hear that again. Sorry. working. All the people with their fists in the air, that's such a cool visual. The other thing about Lorna Shore that's great is even if you're not a massive Lorna Shore fan or a deathcore fan or a metal fan at all, and someone's showing this to you, they always have that through line uh musically where there's some kind of melody going on that you can follow. And in this one it's like da 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 da, and you just kind of follow. I forget the rest of it now, but I remember to catch that one part. It's da 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 da. I have no, don't ever listen to me singing, it's bad. But that's in case you get lost, you can just return to that kind of line, and then you catch yourself, and then you can pick back up with the rest of the song. So let's ride this one out. God damn, that was good. Okay, that was Unbreakable by Lorna Shore. Let's go talk about it. In my opinion, Lorna Shore has had two very big holy shit moments in their current Will Ramos era, let's call it. One of them being Into the Hellfire. When that song came out and everyone and their dog had a short, a reel, a TikTok about Will's pig squeals at the end of that song, and that whole kind of outro screamathon that he does. People said, holy shit, what was that? The other moment is Pain Remains Part 1, when he hits the "A World Without You Wasn't Meant for Me" line. Again, everyone took to short form video media, and the response was, holy shit, I didn't know metal or deathcore could write a line that beautiful. And I think those are two contributing factors to the success and the rise of Lorna Shore lately. Two different kind of schools of thought when it comes to that, though. There's Into the Hellfire, which is I heard that and wow. And then there's Pain Remains Part 1, where it's I understood that and wow. That's important because in a song like Unbreakable, it's not reverting into any kind of like just basic hard rock song. It's still very, very deathcore, but they're dipping their toes again into the more understandable, more digestible by more people type of sound, where the words are a little bit clearer and you can really pick up on key moments. The "We Are Unbreakable," that's very, very clear, like a loud, clear voice that is the words that he is saying. And I think after the success of obviously the success of Into the Hellfire, it was again because of a holy shit, that was crazy. But I think it's more of the success of Pain Remains, where they took a chance probably when they came up with that trilogy, because a deathcore band doing like a love song for 3 songs deep, like and to me that's the greatest love story ever told, is those 3 songs matched with the videos. You can't get any better than that, in my opinion. But I think they took that chance, and the overwhelmingly positive response that they got, especially from Pain Remains 1, because that's the one that was just clipped the most. They probably figured, hey, people like this. People like this kind of style that we can do. We're not going to depend on it 1,000,000%, because Oblivion was still very, very deathcore 100% of the time. But this one has that little bit of for everyone, if you can do it that way. You know, rated E for everyone versus rated M for mature on Oblivion and every other Lorna Shore song. So I think, at least that's my opinion anyway, is they took from Pain Remains and they said, you know what, this might work. Maybe we lean into that here and there. It's not going to be our thing, but every once in a while, let's throw them something that everyone can kind of get behind and understand and really get into. So that was very cool to see on Unbreakable here. So let me know what you think. Do you think I'm onto something here? Do you think that's kind of the vibe that this is giving off? I could be completely wrong, and maybe they just have had this kind of a song in their back pocket for years, and this was the time to get it out. But if I'm in the band and I'm seeing the overwhelmingly positive response that Pain Remains 1 and that whole trilogy got, I'm definitely going to start peppering that in a little bit in the coming albums. So that's my opinion on that. And overall, this was a fantastic song. I love the hey hey call to action. You can tell that the crowd is going to jump on this and make this their song at a live show. They'd be stupid not to play this, because this is going to be like the sing it if you know it kind of song. This is going to be the one moving forward for this album cycle whenever they go back on tour. So that was very, very cool to see. And I'm excited to see live video of this once the crowds start picking up on it and getting familiar with this song and knowing where to plug in their chants and everything. So that'll be really awesome. So if you guys feel like we deserve it, like the video, subscribe to the channel, head down into the comments, let me know what you want to see reacted to next. And we're going to let you get out of here. YouTube thinks you're going to like this one, so go check that out. And as always, we'll see you at the next one.